Jingle?
Jingle.
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 Jingle. Jingle.
Jingle.
Quack, quack.
Quack. I'll stop at my own fader up.
Welcome to episode number 23 of The Tuesday Show with CJ and Ted. It's all about cars.
Meep, meep.
Beep, 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 beep. Baby, you can drive my car. Paperback writer. Anyway.
Paperback writer?
Yeah.
Baby, yeah, that's the same song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Baby, you
No,
can
it's not.
drive- It's not.
No.
Paperback? Oh, no,
I
okay.
was fudging the issue.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. How are you doing, CJ?
Good, thank you very much. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Did you have
Good bank holiday?
I literally just had one.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, welcome back from your bank holiday Monday off.
Off?
Off. He's off.
He's off. He's all off. Yes. Yes, Bank Holiday Monday, a good day off work.
Sorry, I just want to interrupt.
Go ahead.
I've just noticed, I don't know what it was, maybe I was squinting or something, but you're starting to look quite a lot like Willie Rushton.
Who's that?
You don't know who Willie Rushton is?
No.
Okay. Well, let's move on.
Shall I Google him?
You can Google him, yeah.
Willie
Rushton.
English cartoonist, satirist, comedian, actor, performer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. All right.
Just an aside.
Yes, so, and on that tangent, let's have some music. Oh, no, so we're talking about cars today, right?
We are talking about cars.
So what's your dream car, Ted?
What's my dream car? I don't know.
Anything in the world.
Well, I'd probably an Aston Martin.
What kind of Aston Martin?
I don't know, fast one.
A fast one.
I don't know, one with like 4 seats and a steering wheel.
Okay. Why? Why an Aston Martin with 4 seats and a steering wheel?
Well, because, it's obviously the best car.
Because it's obviously, all right, that's a comprehensive review. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Well, James Bond, isn't it? You know.
James Bond did it. Doesn't he drive a BMW in one of them?
Yeah.
And in one of the Pierce Brosnan ones?
Yeah,
he drives
one of
a
the
BMW.
Irish ones.
Yeah. And
He drove a 7 Series.
Yeah, and he drives it with his phone or something.
He did, in the back seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a BMW at one point, didn't you?
I've had 3 BMWs.
Right.
3? I've had 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about them.
Oh, okay. All 3 series.
Uh-huh.
First one was...
Sorry, all 3 what series?
3 series?
You get it? All 3 series? Okay.
Oh, I see.
Oh. This conversation's over.
This conversation's what?
Oh. Anyway, so yeah, they've all 3 series.
All 3 series.
Yep.
The first one was a C-Reg. Do you remember C-Reg?
No. I don't even think I was born when C-Reg was around.
Yeah, of course you were. It would have been 19... C, D, E, F, G.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take a punt at about 1985.
Yeah, I wasn't around then.
Really?
Really. When was C-Reg? Let's have a look. 85.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, no, I was born in D-Reg.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a D-Reg
I think
person.
I worked out once that I was born in... Because you do.
As you do, yeah.
Because I'm a boy. I worked out that if I was a car, I'd be an old R-Reg.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. So anyway, I had a BMW, which was quite nice.
Mm-hmm.
Bit fell off on the motorway. I was in a bit of a rush. I was going quite fast. It was a good car, though.
Don't you think, though, right? Bits falling off of cars just doesn't happen that much anymore.
It doesn't. None of these things happen. Last week's episode, we were talking about how cars you can't fix them.
No, you
probably.
can't fix them yourself anymore.
No. Well, I remember, bit of trim fell off. What did I do? Well, I went without the bit of trim, actually. But, other things would happen. Unfortunately, that car had a problem with its gearbox. Now, it was an automatic.
Right.
And then only reverse would work. Now, I have to say, it's not easy driving around everywhere in reverse.
No, I can imagine.
Yeah. So So unfortunately that didn't last very long, but it was a nice car to have. Then I had another one a lot more recently, only a couple of years ago. That was okay. That worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've had a few.
Good comprehensive reviews there.
Thank
you for that.
Yeah.
No, I think, the days of bits falling off of cars is just long gone. I remember when I was very, very young, my mum drove an Austin Maxi. Mm-hmm. And we were going, so where we lived in London, you'd come out of our street.
Hang on, you don't remember C-Reg cars, but you remember an Austin Maxi?
I do remember the Austin Maxi, yeah. Okay. But it's only because my mum owned one. Mm-hmm. And we were driving up, and we were about to go over this elevated roundabout thing. Yeah. Down onto the dual carriageway. And as we kind of slowed up, one of the front wheels just kind of kept going.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like, there's a front wheel over there. What's going on there? All the time the engine wouldn't start, so Mum literally hit it with a stick and it started working.
Yeah.
Yep.
That can happen. You see, again, that would have been the starter motor. Sometimes the starter motor would stick and you tap it.
Yeah. Don't tap it, whack it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it would work. That's a bona fide way of getting your car to start, hitting it.
But it wasn't even the starter motor. It was literally, because it was a riding crop, because we used to go horse riding back then. It was a riding crop, and she literally whipped the bonnet of this car, and then it started working. It was funny. It was a long time ago.
Right, okay.
Okay, you're looking at me blank, like
I've
just picked my nose and eaten it in front of you.
I'm just imagining that your mother is in fact Basil Fawlty.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And that was the old joke, and because they did it with an advert recently as well. Actually, I think it was it John Cleese doing that? Where
he did an advert for something like that.
Yeah, and he was beating the car with half a tree or something. Yeah, and it was a police car. He ended up hitting or something. Yeah. But it used to work, and it did work. So,
okay.
Yeah, we used to have a lot of fun with the cars.
Yeah, hitting them with riding crops.
Absolutely, yeah.
What a strange upbringing you had.
I know, right? But I'll tell you what, we'll go through my car. We'll go through my car history after the first track.
Yeah, which
is from Chris Eilert. So he's again still relatively new to us. We've played one of his tracks before, and this one is called "Let Karma Drink Us Under the Table."
Don't even know where to start. The moment that you had my heart was the second you said hello. Oh, you took the words out of my mind. Once I was failing to find, I'm not into letting you go. This is a love without condition. Both of us are getting drunk on our intuition, baby. I line up the shots and let karma drink us under the table. You stole me a kiss from your lips, a moment I'll never eclipse, but gravity pulled you away. Oh, you're always making my day, except when I ask you to stay. There's so much I wanted to say. This is a love without condition. Both of us are getting drunk on our intuition, baby. I line up the shots and let karma drink us under the table. Yeah, you showed me my beautiful heart. Nothing can tear us apart. Not when your memory is framed in my mind. Yeah, you with a smile on my face. This is a love without condition. Both of us are getting drunk
that's Chris Eilert with Let Karma Drink Us Under the Table.
Great song.
Excellent.
I like it.
Yeah. We've had a few from Chris now, haven't we?
I think that's the second or third. Yeah, we've had a couple of few from him. Yeah, good. I quite like him. I think it's a bit of a rising star on the show. So we'll see. Let's hope he sends us more music. Send us more music.
So cars, yes. So what was your first car?
My first car was a Fiat Cinquecento L-Reg, 1993.
Yeah.
L294 something. I can't remember the rest of it.
Okay.
I love that car. You imagine me, I'm a big guy trying to fit into a tiny car like that. And it was even funnier when I had 3 passengers with me as well.
Yeah.
The car could barely take it. It would be riding so low. It was unbelievable. No, I like that car. It lasted me a year. And we went through some trials and tribulations together. We went to... So when I was with my ex at that point, we drove to Scarborough. And on the way there's this really steep hill that you end up going down.
Yeah.
But I didn't realise how steep this hill actually was.
Yeah.
Even though there's a big sign there saying use low gear. So I stuck it into like third, thinking that's low. Yeah. National Speed Limit Road, I think third gear was quite low.
Okay.
No, still needed to be lower than that. And I ended up chewing through the brakes or going down this hill. It was really funny. At the time, it wasn't, because I was like, crap, now I've got no brakes to get us the rest of the journey to Scarborough.
Yeah.
So we hobbled to Scarborough, driving the most efficient I think I've ever driven. I don't think I touched the brakes once between that incident and getting to Scarborough.
Yeah, I've had cars like that. Cars where actually you got new driving skills that you never knew you had.
Yeah.
Such as being able to drive without using the brakes.
Yeah.
Being able to park without a handbrake.
Yeah.
Being able to drive without using a clutch.
Yeah.
Without changing gear whatsoever.
Yeah.
Without having any forward gears.
Yeah. But these are all skills that they don't teach you when you learn to drive.
No windscreen wipers.
Yeah, no wipers, no washers.
Yeah.
Or when you run out of washing fluid, you can't use that instrument. You end up with smears across your windscreen. And you can still see just.
Yeah. Gear knob comes off in your hand. Yeah. I tell you what, talking of cars, the funniest thing, or things coming off in your hand, the funniest thing... What? The
things coming off in your hand?
The funniest thing I will ever see, and I love it, and it doesn't happen very often, but when you see somebody adjusting their rear view mirror, and they got the hand up there, and they're adjusting their rear view mirror, and it just comes off in the hand.
Yeah, it just goes clink.
Because they're holding on to it, and it's just like the funniest. It's slapstick gold. It's like, I'm just going to make this slightly better. No, it's as bad as it could be.
So it doesn't get any worse.
Yeah. I was just trying to adjust it very slightly just to make it perfect, and now it's in my hand and not on the windscreen anymore.
It's not where it should be. This is not helpful.
So a classic, something that should be really good goes to something that's terrible.
Absolutely.
It's like all the people at the airport when they've had cancellations or delays or snow or something like that. And people go, this was supposed to be the best week of our lives, and now it's a complete disaster. Christmas is ruined. Blah, 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 blah.
I wonder how many people have done that, where they've gone to adjust the rearview mirror, it's broken off in their hand, and they've just like pulled over to the side of the road and just sobbed and just cried, as if to go, it's been such a bad week already, and this is just the cherry on the cake. It's just, oh my God, come on. I can't take this anymore. Yeah, fortunately, I've never had that happen to me, touch wood. But no, my first car, little Fiat Cinquecento.
Yeah.
What happened to that one? I think I just wanted to get rid of it because it was too small for me.
Yeah.
The synchro mesh was going on the gearbox anyway. So every time I'd be driving down the road in fifth gear and it would just pop out of gear.
Yeah.
For no reason whatsoever, just like pop out, and I'd be like that. Rum, rum, where am I not going anywhere? Rum. Oh, it's that gear, okay.
It's all that rum you're drinking.
That's it, yeah. So I swapped that out for. I swapped it out. I then bought a Fiat Punto.
Okay, didn't learn then.
You what?
You didn't learn.
What, fix it again tomorrow? No. Although the Punto lasted me a good couple of years.
I had a Fiat. I had a Fiat Uno.
Yeah.
And problem with the engine management system. Yeah. Terrible.
That was the problem I had with the Punto. Was
really?
Constantly the engine management light would be coming on. For God's sake.
Oh, Italians.
But it's just at that point, because that was 2001. That was a 2001 registration. And it was just at the point where everything was changing over to engine management. You need a computer. You couldn't fix it yourself. And just like constantly there's cars in the garage. Mm-hmm. It's an absolute pain in the backside.
Yeah. My first car was a Fiesta Mark 1.
All right.
Nice. Yeah, it was a good car. It was a really good car, actually.
Replacement for the Escort?
It was not.
Was it not?
No.
I thought it was.
No, replacement for the Escort was the Focus.
Oh, yes, so it was.
It was indeed.
You're right. Yes, so it was.
And the Escort was a replacement for the thing before it.
The thing before.
Yeah.
That we all remember.
The Ford Anglia.
The Anglia, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I always wanted one of those when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, I just thought they looked really nice.
I thought they looked weird.
I think that's more maybe why I liked it. It didn't look like every other car.
I'll tell you what I always wanted. The Mark II Escort RS2000 Custom.
Yes.
Now that was a car. The Escort, whatever I just said.
RS2000.
RS2000. Yeah. Mark II. Glorious, glorious car. I think they had one of those in the professionals.
I think you're right, actually. Yeah.
Bodie and Doyle.
Yeah. No, fortunately, I didn't own a Ford until a few years ago, actually. Mm-hmm. And I always wanted one as well. I wanted a Mark II Escort.
Yeah.
And then I wanted a Sierra at one point, but then Sierra was replaced by the Mondeo, and it was a Mondeo that I got.
I've had two Sierras.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first one was one with a boot.
Okay.
Yeah, Sierra Sapphire.
Oh yeah.
Rather than a hatchback.
Yes.
If nobody understands what I'm talking about.
You had the saloon, saloon version.
The saloon version.
Yeah.
But no, they were a good car.
Yeah, no, they were good cars.
Yeah.
They lasted a long time. I know What's Their Faces spoke about all this the other day on their show Clarkson and that on the Grand Tour.
Oh, right.
They were talking about the history of the Mondeo, because apparently Ford are now stopping manufacture of the Mondeo.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if they're replacing it or what they're replacing it with.
Oh.
But on the Grand Tour, they did this whole thing of the history of the Mondeo, and starting off from the Cortina, going on to the Sierra, and then into the Mondeo. But yeah, no, I had a Mondeo a few years ago. I really liked it. I loved my Mondeo. Just a shame that someone trashed it for me. So I probably would have kept it.
Yeah.
But
I've had a couple of Mondeos. I've had lots of cars. I've had an awful lot of cars.
I've personally owned 4 cars.
Oh, I think I've
driven loads.
What's the best car you have ever driven?
Audi A4, actually, which is my last company car.
Yeah.
Audi A4, that's the best car I've ever driven, I think, so far. So far. Just because it was comfortable, intuitive, economic, and the biggest thing is the comfort factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm cruising down the motorway at 70 miles an hour, 69.9 miles an hour. No, when I've literally got cruise control on, I just want to make sure that I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
And not going to get all fidgety and things like that. And with a lot of cars, so especially things like the Punto, when I drove to Edinburgh in my Punto, I'd get 2 hours down the road and my knees would start aching.
You drove to Edinburgh in a Punto?
Yeah.
Well, what do you expect? I mean, you might as well go on the back of a donkey.
There's nothing wrong with it. It was fine. But basically I got bad knees anyway. So, and a lot of cars, if I was going on a long journey after a couple of hours, my knees would start aching. The Audi was probably the first car where I'd go on a long drive and wouldn't have that problem.
Yeah. What's the fastest car you've driven?
Every hire car ever. Any car that I didn't own. No, the fastest one I've driven, probably the Nissan. What was it? Nissan
Skyline?
No, it was
Micra.
Oh, what was it?
Datsun Cherry? Nissan Hood?
It was a Nissan something that I drove when I went to America.
Good story.
And I can't remember which one it was, but that went like shovel.
Yeah.
But that was automatic as well. So you'd literally just like boot your foot down. That's it, you're gone. Yeah. Whereas everything else, I've always been quite careful driving them.
Yeah. Probably the fastest one I've driven was the Sierra Cosworth.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They are meaty, fast cars.
That was pretty quick. Listen, I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll go to some music.
Sure. I haven't told you what my dream car is yet. Come on.
Oh, go on quickly then.
Shocking. I don't actually know.
That was a cool story. Right, let's have some music. Let's go for a bit of Fused. With a Sanctified Higher Love remix.
And that is fused with Sanctified, Higher Love remix, no coughing in there whatsoever, or throat clearing whatsoever. It's all good.
I think we could have got away with that.
I think we could have, yeah.
We could have done.
If it wasn't for you middling kids.
You pesky.
Anyway.
Kids. Anyway.
Yeah.
Have you had any speeding fines?
I've had a couple. Yeah.
Have you?
I have, yeah. Well, I've received one fine and points.
One fine.
One fine.
One fine day.
Yeah, one fine and points, and I've also done a speed awareness course.
Have you?
Yes.
Yeah, I did one of those the other month.
The other
day. No, it was a few months ago I did a speed awareness course.
Right.
So lost best part of the day there.
Waste of time, aren't they?
Well, makes you a little bit more aware of speed.
There were some things that kind of opened your eyes to a little bit, but even then I was kind of like, well, I knew this already. Well, I knew most of what you're talking about already. Maybe that's just, I don't want to sound like I don't want to sound arrogant or anything like that.
Oh, no. You don't want to sound it.
No. But
bad enough being arrogant, rather than sounding like you are.
Exactly. But no, I remember going on my speed awareness course, because I was driving a van at the time. And I got
the course?
No, not on the course. No, when I got
that's
caught,
just adding insult to injury, isn't it? If you turn up,
just drive into the building. Hello. I'm like the Kool-Aid guy. No, because I was driving a van when I got caught doing 73 on a dual carriageway.
What? 73?
Yeah.
On a dual carriageway?
Yeah.
Was there any restriction?
National speed limit. So I was in a van, so the national speed limit in a van is 60.
Right, yeah.
It was
like transit.
Yeah, well, it's a van, yeah.
Rather
rather than a minivan.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I got a speed awareness course for that. But I remember just going on the course, and because they do all this thing, what were you doing when you got caught? And I was just like, well, speeding, obviously.
Yeah. What were you doing when you got caught? Well, I was making good progress.
Yeah, that's how I was making good time, yeah.
Thanks for your concern.
Yeah. But no, they do this thing like, why were you in it? It's like, did you feel comfortable, or were you in a rush? Was there something they kind of categorised all
transit.
these things. In transit. But yeah, and I was just like, whatever, let's just get on with it. I'm just going to sit here, keep my head down, listen, and I just want to get this shit done. And there's people talking and making up excuses, and I'm just like, just shut up, will you? We want to go home. Assholes.
We had a table of guys who were all lorry drivers. So it was like a professional driver's table.
Yeah.
And they were a bunch of tools.
They are, aren't they?
They're an absolute bunch of tools. And then it started with the whole, we're drivers. Goodness me. And just the attitude.
Yeah. It's not everybody, but there's a lot of, especially professional drivers, or people who drive like a field salespeople, and like, I used to be a field engineer, so I spent a lot of time on the road.
Yeah.
And I find that
or in fields.
Or in fields, yeah. Or they're the ones that are the worst.
Yeah.
Because they just think, well, look, I've got all this time and experience. Get out of my way. I'm working here. You guys are just driving for pleasure or whatever. Yeah, they could be the worst.
Mind you, if I'm driving to go somewhere to do something.
Yeah.
The people who are driving for a living, well, they're doing their job.
Exactly. They're already doing it.
What's their problem?
Yeah.
they're not on the way to work, are they?
No, that's it. You're already there, yeah.
You're already clocked in.
Yeah.
But no, I've had a couple of fines. Not massive. I've only had 2 or 3.
I've only ever been caught and given points and a fine once, and I was doing 60 and a 40. So it was my own fault. Totally.
Well, yes, it would be, wouldn't it?
I was
actually anybody else's fault.
I was
actually, the earth just span a little bit faster as I was going.
I was actually really, because I remember it I was very angry at the time. Something was going on, and I was late for something, and I was really annoyed. And I just booted it down this road through an industrial estate, which is 40, but because it's really straight and dead quiet, you tend to put your foot down a little bit, and there was a guy hiding around the corner with the speed gun. I was like, bastard, he got me. So, and actually, I got off really light with that one. Like I say, that was 60 miles an hour they caught me doing in a 40 zone, and I only got 3 points and a £60 fine. Yeah. But the thing now, with the whole £100 fine minimum and 3 points, it's cheaper to do a speed awareness course.
Yeah.
If you get the option.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people use it. So why are you all on the speed awareness course? It's £10 cheaper. Yeah. But there you go.
Come on then, what is your dream car?
My dream car, actually, if I could drive anything right now, it would probably just be a Ford Ranger, which is a big pickup truck.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just quite happy with that. It's built for, European roads, but it's still a big pickup truck, truck. I like things like the Ford F-150 or the GMC Sierra. They're big American trucks, but they're too big for our roads.
Yeah.
So you've probably seen like Dodge Rams kicking around, absolute massive, huge things. They're just too big for our roads. So just a Ford Ranger will do me.
Yeah.
Just a Ford Ranger will do me. Yeah, if I could drive anything right here, right now, that's what it'd be.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for that lottery win to come through, and I'll go and buy one. I'll buy you one if you like.
I'd rather have an Aston Martin.
Well, I'll find an old Aston for you.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. In terms of cars, what would you have back? If you could have any of the cars that you've had, and I know you've not had that many, but which one would you have back?
That's a tough one. I'd probably go with the Audi A4, and I know that sounds quite cliche because everyone's like, "Oh, Audi's," but it was a very comfortable drive. It was a very nice car to drive.
This podcast is brought to you by Audi.
But in the interest of not being cliche, let's take out my company cars, and I'd probably go back with Ford Mondeo.
Yeah. Anyway, guess what I found?
Go on.
On one of my favourite websites, Beano.com.
Right.
Is some car-related jokes.
Okay.
All right. Why couldn't the car play football?
I don't know.
It only had one boot.
That's bad. That's a bad one. Oh.
All right, you'll like this one.
Uh-huh.
What happened when the frog's car broke down?
I don't know.
It got towed away.
For God's sake. I'm going to, you know what, I'm just going to go into this. So I found this article on the top 10 best-selling cars of 2018. I need to move away from the bad jokes. They're just bad.
What do you call a man with a car on his head?
I don't know.
Jack.
Jack.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, you wanted to say.
Well, if you want to carry on with bad jokes, that's absolutely fine.
No. Go on. I know jokes about cars can be a bit exhausting.
Hey.
And you're tired of them.
Oh, yes, I do.
Really tired of them.
Oh, right. So, what would you say with your current knowledge of cars? What would you say are probably the best-selling cars in this country?
I have absolutely no idea because there's so many cars now. Because every manufacturer makes one of everything.
Yep.
It was the Ford Focus at one point.
Okay.
So I suppose that's a reasonable punt, or something like a
good guess.
Vauxhall Astra.
Good guess. Yeah.
Or actually probably a smaller one, because all the small cars are quite big now. They're getting bigger.
Small cars are big. Yeah.
I'd say most likely maybe a Corsa or something like that. What's the Reps car at the moment? Probably an Audi.
So there's loads of different things you can use as a Reps car. Skoda Octavia or Skoda Superb,
BMW 3 Series.
3 Series, 5 Series, Astras. Insignia seem to be definite Reps cars at the minute because they're actually cheaper than Astras, even though they're bigger. The Mondeo, Focus. Yeah, those kind of... It's all that kind of level.
We're just saying lots of cars now. Yeah. What's the answer?
So anyway, the top 10 cars of 2018 in the UK. So at number 10 was the Kia Sportage, which is a compact crossover.
What, best-selling?
Yeah, best-selling cars.
Okay.
So Kia Sportage at number 10.
Sportage,
yeah. Or Sportage, depending how you fancy pronouncing it.
Sportage.
Number 9 is...
just a Frenchman.
Number 9 is the Ford Kuga.
Ah.
I like the Cougars, actually. I think they look really smart, and I wouldn't mind having one.
Yeah,
I like it. I like a Cougar.
You like a Cougar.
Number 8 is the Mercedes-Benz A-Class.
All right.
So remember we were talking earlier outside, and because I keep seeing A-Class, there's loads of A-Classes on the road.
Yeah.
And they go past, and I look at them and I just go, that's a woman driving that car.
Yeah.
Just, I'm literally purely basing it off the shape and the colour.
Yeah.
Yeah, of the car, not the person. Yeah. And it drives past, so you'd see like a white A-Class.
I can usually tell if somebody's a man or woman from the shape of the person.
Yes.
That's normally the way.
Exactly, yeah. But no, it's like a white A-Class will drive past, and I'll be like, that's a guy driving that.
Mm-hmm.
Blokes drive white cars. It's just, it seems to be a thing.
Okay.
But any other colour of A-Class, I'm like, that's a woman driving that.
Okay.
But I'm probably wrong. I'm stereotyping a lot, when I look at these cars and think who's driving
And these are
them.
ones that go past you from
behind me, and they go past me on the road.
So you don't know who was actually driving?
No, I don't actually look over to see who's in it.
So there's no way of fact-checking any of this?
No.
Okay. What you perhaps should do is look at the cars that come the other way.
That's difficult then. What we need to do is I need to get like you ahead, and we need radios. So when I see a car, I'll be like, blue A-class, and that's a woman, and you can check it as she comes. Oops, sorry. As she comes past, and you can go, yep, you're right, it's a woman.
Yeah. Or we could just not bother.
Or just not do it, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, number 7. The Mini Cooper.
Oh, yeah.
Number 6, Volkswagen Polo.
Oh, yeah.
Number 5, the Ford Focus.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, the Nissan Qashqai. Number 3, the Corsa. Number 2, VW Golf.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very, very popular they are. And number 1, as it has been for a long time, I know I'm boring you, sorry. Number 1 is the Ford Fiesta.
Really?
The Fiesta has been number 1 for many, many years.
Has it?
Yeah, because it's small, cheap, and fun. People like them.
Yeah.
There you go. Top 10 cars of 2018.
Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, anyway, let's have some more music, shall we?
Sure.
And let's go with Crashing Cairo, Silent Heart. I can hear it.
I'll never understand the words that you hear. You draw the line in the sand. With everything, everything, everything. Let the flame be apart. Wait for it to start. You draw the line in the sand. Everything, everything, everything. Yeah, 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 yeah. Your silent heart. Yeah, 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 yeah. Your silent heart. As things become clear, with the lightning in your hand, I'm aware of your fear. With everything, everything, and I ask you why. Well, I ask you to try. I'm aware of your fear. Everything, everything, everything. Yeah, 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 yeah. Your silent heart. Yeah, 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 yeah. Your silent heart. Your silent heart. Yeah, 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 yeah. Your silent heart. Yeah, 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 yeah. Your silent heart. Yeah, 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 yeah. Your silent heart. Yeah, 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 yeah.
And that's Crashing Cairo with Silent Heart. And it's still beating away. You dead yet? Come on, there we go. Need a crash car. Anyway, so there are some people out there who like their cars.
There are.
And there are some people who love cars. I quite like cars. You know, but certainly not as much as this guy, at least. There's a guy, so he's in the news on jalopnik.com, and it says, man who has had sex with 999 cars will marry a VW Beetle.
Okay.
So, just first things first, 999 cars?
No, first things first, sex with cars?
Yeah, sex with cars? What? I think we're in the realms of mental illness, maybe?
I think we're in the realms of that's not even a thing.
It shouldn't be a thing. Even if it is a thing, it shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
It's just, that's weird and wrong. And
Yeah.
we should have a new word for weird and wrong, like wong. Anyway,
go on.
So there's this guy who, he says loving cars is one thing, making love to cars is very different.
Indeed.
So this man, he says he's sexually attracted to cars,
Mm-hmm.
which is a totally normal thing, he says.
Mm-hmm.
And he says it apparently affects dozens of people. I mean, out of the billions that are in the world, dozens is quite a small percentage, I think. But he's found the car that he loves the most, clearly out of having sex with 1,000 of them.
Mm-hmm.
He's found one that he prefers, and that's a Volkswagen Beetle.
Right.
And he's apparently set to marry said Volkswagen Beetle.
Which is also not a thing.
Which is also not a thing.
Where's he live?
No idea, it doesn't say.
Okay.
I'm assuming somewhere in the UK. If not, no. Probably looking at his truck in the background, I'd say America.
Okay. He's got a truck.
Yeah, there's a big red pickup truck in the background.
I see.
So,
does he call the big red truck Daddy?
I don't know. It doesn't say that either. But apparently
we have no idea. This guy's having sex with 999 cars. Is he the is he the top or the bottom?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? I've got 999 problems, but having sex with a car is not one of them. Anyway, so he's called a mechaphile, which is a person who has a proclivity towards sexual encounters with machines, like cars, planes, and trains.
Okay. Right.
Apparently, again, it's a thing.
Yeah.
So we've seen some pretty strange fetishes online, but this one seems to take the cake. So yeah. I've never said this. I've never said this myself. Some people have gone, driving this car is better than having sex. It's just a turn of phrase.
Yes.
But apparently for this guy, it's an actual thing.
Yeah.
He actually ends up nursing a semi whilst he's driving these cars.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I think he's deranged.
Clearly.
he's deranged. He's off his rocker.
Not normal behaviour at all.
No.
Anyway, let's move on. Let's move past that, shall we?
I mean, 999 cars. Not only is he weird, also a bit slutty.
Yeah.
Anyway.
How do you even find time for that?
Yeah, indeed.
Is there anything that I don't know if you've got a fetish or anything like that, but is there anything that you like so much that you think to yourself, I might marry this one day?
No. Not inanimate objects, no.
Should we move on?
Let's move on.
So it's time for my classic track of this week. Woo!
Okay.
So I have chosen from the annals of our archives. I don't know what annals actually means, but
Oh, you pronounced it correctly.
good. Yes, it's not the.
Moving on.
So I've dug around our archives and I found this one. This is from the Marigolds. We haven't heard from them in a while, and this is "Clip Round the Ear."
Classic track. Marigolds with Clip Round the Ear, your classic track.
Lovely.
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 Back from Series 1 was the last time we played that, wasn't it?
That's a long, long time ago.
Seems like it.
In a galaxy far, far away. Yet somehow in the future. No, I don't know. Yeah, marigolds. Great. Great.
Handy in the kitchen as well.
Handy in the kitchen. Oh, yeah, marigolds. Yes, of course. He was an orc doing the washing up. Yes. How's about a film review?
Yes,
we haven't had one of those for a while.
It's the film review time.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bum, bum. Have a banana.
Have a banana. So,
have some popcorn.
Sit back, relax.
Sit back, have some popcorn.
Whilst I talk about the latest Avengers movie. Now, by the time this show goes out, Endgame will have been out for the last couple of weeks. So here is my review. I was disappointed with it. I mean, I, like most people, was super excited about this movie. It ties off 11 years of movies that have been building up to this one moment, and I thought it was kind of fell on its face a little bit. Maybe because the trailers tried to overhype it for me, and so I was watching one of the trailers called Whatever It Takes was the name of the trailer. And it had great music to it, and it was this whole build-up. We've got to do everything we can to stop the bad guys, and it doesn't matter. And I got really excited by that, and I was like, great, this is going to be a super awesome movie. And it just didn't quite work out for me, I don't think. They started messing around with... oh, by the way, this review is rated S for spoilers, because there's going to be spoilers. So if you haven't seen it yet, I suggest you turn off now. So they start messing around with time travel. I mean, I wasn't aware that was a thing within the Marvel comic universe. Or the Marvel Cinematic Universe either. So yeah, they started messing around with time travel. They came up with a bit of a weak way. So one of the characters at the end of Avengers Infinity War, he gets stuck in this quantum realm. It's Ant-Man. He gets stuck in the quantum realm. And basically, so the people that are supposed to bring him out disappear because Thanos has clicked his fingers and half the people are dead. So they came up with this really weak source way of bringing him back, and it was basically a rat switches on a machine as it walks across a control panel or something, and then he comes back. Great. So Ant-Man's back. But it just felt a bit cheesy, if I'm honest with you. But yeah, overall, I mean, it was a good movie. It was okay. I just don't think it was worth the hype that it was given. I liked some of the bits where the characters basically get to meet their younger selves because they've travelled back in time and all that kind of stuff. And I think that was interesting. But overall, I thought they were going to do more than what they actually did. And the big fight scene at the end could have been a lot stronger. I think that's the problem when you start putting too many lead characters into one bit in a movie, if you know what I mean. I'm kind of just talking to myself because Ted's looking at me really blank at the moment. So he's like, what the hell is this guy talking about?
So who are the characters then?
So this is the point. There's so many of them. So you got Captain America, Iron Man, Thor.
He-Man?
No, Thor, the Incredible Hulk, Ant-Man, Black
Tickle?
Panther, not Mr. Tickle, no. Black Widow, Hawkeye, Falcon.
Hawkeye from MASH?
No, not Hawkeye from MASH, okay. No. But this is the thing, there's so many characters.
Big Lips Houlihan?
No, there's so many characters to put into this one fight scene at the end that you can't give them all enough screen time, or you can't give them all enough of the epic choreography that happens between the main characters in a fight scene. You know, all the extras just do their own thing in the background, but the focus of the fight scenes, you can't give everybody enough. And I think that kind of took away from the movie a bit, in my opinion. But it was a nice way to end, 11 years of movie, of MCU moviness, if that's a word, moviness.
What's MCU stand for?
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Okay.
So like I say, it started 11 years ago with Iron Man. Gone full circle now. So, like I say, massive spoiler for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. It's basically not going to be in any more movies, neither or not as we know him. It's not going to be around anymore. Neither is and some of the characters that kind of go their own way, or some of them get killed off and not come back. And
who gets killed?
Gets killed off.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest. Gets killed off. Dies. And a couple of other people who are insignificant, or less significant characters.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of those big names are now gone. But that was kind of the whole point of it. Was it brought that part to a close.
Yeah.
It feels very much like... Did you ever see the 1986 cartoon Transformers the movie?
No.
What's wrong with you, man? But that was the same thing. It was...
What's wrong with me?
What's wrong with you? The purpose of the Transformers movie in 1986 was it was designed to bring some characters to a close and introduce new characters.
Yeah.
And that's what they've done with Avengers Endgame. They've brought some characters to a close as well as introduced new characters. Or allowed new characters to kind of take the foreground and run with the MCU from now on. Because the MCU is going to carry on. That's not it. They're not finished with it. It's just Endgame kind of... It closed off that phase of the MCU. So now they can go in a different direction with other characters. And that's what it's about. So yeah, there you go. That's my film review. So that's it. Done.
That's fantastic.
That's episode 23.
Is that it?
That's
Are we
it.
Done? We're done.
We're done. You just sat there nice and quiet through the movie review, which was great because you had no idea what I was talking about anyway. So awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Excellent.
Go see Avengers Endgame. Well, not you personally, but listeners, go see Avengers Endgame.
Sorry, one last thing.
Yeah.
Marks out of 5.
For Avengers?
Yeah.
I'll probably give it a 3.5.
Really?
Yeah. It's a good film. I just felt it was overhyped, and it could have been a lot stronger. Yeah, overall, not a bad film.
Okay.
Not bad. I'll happily go watch it again, and I'll get it when it comes out on Blu-ray. There you go.
Excellent.
That's it.
Excellent. There we go.
Cool. Would you like to introduce the last track for us then?
Do you know what? I would like to introduce the last track, and I'm going to introduce Darwin McD with Run, and this is the Greyflex remix.
Nice. Darwin with D and Huguenot, yeah?
Is it?
Yeah.
Doesn't say that on here.
Does it not?
No.
My bad.
Temptation, run before you
You have been listening to episode number 23 of The Tuesday Show.
And as usual, you can catch us on Twitter at Tuesday_podcast, on Instagram and Facebook at The Tuesday Show Podcast. Look for Ted James on all the platforms at Ted James Media and myself at CJ Brooks
FM.
And you can email us cjandted@thettuesdayshow.co.uk. But for now, that's it. I'm CJ Brooks. He's Ted James. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Baby shark, do 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 do
Do baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, mommy shark, do 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 do, mommy shark, do 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 do, mommy shark, do 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 do, mommy shark.
Do CJ Brooks, do 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 do,
CJ Brooks, I like it.
CJ,
Yeah, sing it, Ted. CJ Brooks.
Ted James, do 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 do, Ted James, do 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 do, Ted James.
You need more syllables in your name.
Media.
Ooh,
Yeah,
like it.